Hello everyone. The trial within a trial of Senzo Muiwa meta trial resumed on Monday, 22nd of January 2024. Tensions were very high in the Pretoria High Court room as Advocate Ngomezulu was cross-examining Brigadier Geninda. Judge Ratamokwatleng tried to shield Geninda, but Advocate Ngomezulu was not at Mampuro prison. Advocate Ngomezulu is representing accused number 1 and 2, Umuzika Ukhalelwa Sibiya and Bongani Danzi, continued his line of questioning and reminded the witness Brigadier Geninda about the J50 warrant of arrest that is governed by Section 43 of the Criminal Procedure Act, and put it to him that it is evidence that all the 5 suspects were arrested because J50 warrant of arrest was issued to each suspect. The witness said that's correct. Ngomezulu said that according to Section 43, the suspects were supposed to be brought to where the alleged offense occurred in Vosloorus courts, not in Boksburg. Geninda said that's correct, but Advocate Ngomezulu is misleading the court by creating an impression that Boksburg does not fall in the jurisdiction of Vosloorus. Boksburg is the regional and Vosloorus is a district court. There was nothing unlawful that was done. Advocate Ngomezulu asked Geninda if he knows the rules with regards to demarcation in terms of jurisdictions. The state prosecutor, Advocate Baloyi, objected Ngomezulu's question and said there's no relevancy in Ngomezulu's question. Ngomezulu said he's speaking about Section 43 because Geninda's application was brought on the wrong court. The witness said that Ngomezulu is wrong. Advocate said that he'll leave it for argument and went on to say that the suspects were supposed to be taken to where the alleged offense taken place in Vosloorus courts. Geninda kept on saying that Boksburg is the same jurisdiction as Vosloo. Ngomezulu further said that in order for J50 to be issued, there must be a reasonable suspicion of an offense in order to be issued. Geninda said he's aware of that. Advocate Ngomezulu further put it to the witness that when he brought the application of J50, the warrant of arrest, the suspects were already in custody. Geninda said yes, they were in custody for different matters. Ngomezulu mustn't create impression that they were there because of Senzo's case. Advocate Ngomezulu told Geninda that he's not creating any impression. He is cross-examining him on what is prescribed by the law. He is not giving his opinion. He never wanted any reason why they were arrested. He was simply saying all 5 accused were already in prison. Geninda said that's correct. Advocate Ngomezulu continued and said that the application he brought before court on the 23rd of October, the J50, it talks about depriving the accused. Baloyi objected that question. Ngomezulu said Brigadier Geninda is a very experienced police officer. He can't do things just because he has done it. And he didn't do things according to the prescribed law because Section 43 says he must exercise independent opinion. Hence, his capabilities were expected. He can't bring the application not knowing what are the tests of the bail application or the reasons of the refusal of the bail. His submission in terms of the provision, the exercise of the independent opinion should have taken place with Police Commissioner. Judge Ratamokwatleng, who is presiding over the case of Senzo Muiwa, interfered and said Geninda and Ngomezulu have a different understanding of Section 43 and asked Section 43 to be read. Ngomezulu told the court that the warrant of arrest deals with someone who's not in custody. Judge Rata said no, that's not how he understands the law. Ngomezulu said he will differ with the court. He'll make submissions as well because there is a procedure in relation to the requisitioning of a particular suspect when the application is brought by a police officer who is fully aware that this person is not in Tembisa. It's clearly the misrepresentation of facts because the J50 doesn't have the address. Judge Rata said that he's implying that Geninda didn't specify about the whereabouts of the suspect. Ngomezulu said that's correct. Geninda said the address was unknown based on that time. He's not sure if Ngomezulu is referring prison as residential address because it's clearly on the J50 that it talks about residential address. He can't put a prison on that form. Ngomezulu told Geninda that he doesn't even understand himself. On the 30th of May, on the first time he met Sibiya in Vosloorus, he alleged that he made a confession. That's his evidence. And spontaneously, he looked for someone who can take the confession statement. And he knew at that time where Sibiya was kept. Geninda said that's not correct because accused number one was already arrested for drug issue. And for him saying he spontaneously looked for someone, that was the best practice. Mngomezulu responded and said he doesn't want to be rushed by him. His concern is that when he met Sibiya for the first time, he questioned him to the extent of explaining his constitutional rights relating to Senzo's case. He's not talking about drug cases. Sibiya was already arrested by Sergeant Mohola. Brigadier Geninda said that he doesn't understand. Mngomezulu said he'll repeat the question because he tends to explain the things he doesn't even understand. When Sibiya was arrested on the J50 by Sergeant Mohola when he was brought to him on the 30th of May in Vosloorus, he was already under arrest. The state prosecutor told Mngomezulu that he's disrespecting the witness when he says that he's saying things he doesn't even understand. Can he withdraw that? Advocate Mngomezulu said, I'm glad if his colleague can pick up that, but if it's done by the witness, this is a different story. He'll take him the same attitude he wants to address him. He's going to prove beyond to the court that when the application was brought on the 23rd of October, it was unlawfully obtained because the accused was already in prison. What is of pivotal importance is that what do you submit as facts to the magistrate who's going to issue that warrant? If the address is unknown, the presiding officer will say it must be circulated for the person to be arrested. Judge Raja said he must ask the witness and put the law in his question and assisted Geninda with what was asked by Advocate Mngomezulu. Mngomezulu was so pissed and said Geninda is lying to say to the court that he went and looked for the suspect that was already in custody. It's redundant, especially for Section 43. Judge Raja insisted and said it's not because they were going to check his residential address because you arrest a person that is in custody and then bring bail application in jail. The state opposed that because we want residential of the suspect. Mngomezulu said that's even worse. The applications are not the same. Bail application and warrant of arrest are different things. He will submit before court his argument based on the J50. The witness went on to say that J50 is a means of taking someone to court. He's not aware of any provision that says if a person is in custody, not the same. Bail application and warrant of arrest are different things. He will submit before court his argument based on the J50. He's going to issue that warrant. If the address is unknown, the presiding officer will say it must be circulated for the person to be arrested.